This
Rel or Alistair, another choice.
Yeah, this is a great setup for engage. You're going to play into the Lulu if you lock this one in. That was my concern with the Alistair, is just the Lulu's going to kind of crush you early, even with Ezreal's power level right now.
With some of the picks that they have opted into this time around. As we're ready, let's jump onto the Rift for game number 1.
But this is some value information here as well. We'll be able to see Owner's timing when he comes over to respond.
Yeah. Peanut, very famous Poppy player. Loves his Poppy. There was an entire meta where he was like, no, Poppy's great, and he just dove bot over and over and over, and the team just didn't lose very often. Now, Faker's going to jump into Zeka, and he might just die here. One auto would do it. He's got a flash early.
See Peanut coming over here.
Uh-oh. Save's pretty low. He's on the run as fast as those small Yordle legs can carry him.
It is crazy that Rumble actually also wins this one. You know what I mean? Like, he actually also beats the range matchup in Dinar. It's very silly. Rumble, by the way, the highest prio champion in the LCK, above Tristana. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And it's surprising also, okay, Zeus has to flash.
Nice flash, but I don't know if it saves him here. He gets onto the turret, and Rumble just going to burn him to a crisp. Not the first time we've seen that either. The damage at this level is just so high.
Now you're down TP against the Rumble, who did go Ignite, of course, but it is very frustrating, the situation here for Zeus, who will lose a significant amount of farm. He's already down 15 CS.
Zeka, awkward spot. He has to go aggressive here on a Faker who should be backing away. He jumps away at the exact right moment, and Zeka will be punished by Owner, who does take him down, and at least is able to trade a kill back for T1.
Yeah.
Could have been calculated better to 1 HP, but we'll forgive him this time. Level 6 is Doran, and Zeus is level 5 without Flash. And he will have a hop, but there is the equalizer. Zeus just going to run it off, but man, Rumble is having a good time.
He really is. That's just going to be the tempo equalizer. And he said, you may have equalized the lane, but equalize this, as he puts it down.
Now down in ult. As meanwhile, down on the bottom side, huge combo onto Guma, gets a big shield, throws out the Zeri ult just to push them away. As Keria continues to pressure into Viper. That's another extendo beam, but have they pressured too far? Delight really wants to punish this. Has the flash. Maybe waiting for his cooldowns to come up here as he continues. Nope, just going to go straight into that one, but maybe a bit too far as tons of damage coming out for Guma and Keria and Delight. Oh, he's going to get flashed on Guma. Going to take him down.
It's just...
Here comes Peanut again. And Meganar just went down. Zeus is going to clear the entire wave, though, and push it back.
There's no equalizer yet either.
He can get it back here. If he reads this, I mean, Peanut, though, he should be able to stop this, though. As now he's going to get in there, and they're just going to dive without a wave. They don't need a wave. They're Rumble and Poppy. So they're just going to dive the turret.
You know, we said it earlier, there's no big draft gap here, but the Rumble really does stick out like a sore thumb in terms of the pressure there top side, and that's why I gave the edge to Hanwha. It's their 500 gold lead right now as Hanwha go in.
Yeah, Owner, he is going to get one grub, but he is also going to get a gray screen as the entire team of Hanwha Life Esports comes in and annihilates him.
Unfortunately, just a little bit slow on doing so. Fast rotation from Hanwha. As Zeka will lose half his health bar, but we're doing it again.
Guess who's dead again?
Guess who has equalizer this time?
Yeah, Zeus doesn't have Meganar either. I mean, he might barely get it. Nope, not going to happen. And it's just clinical here from Hanwha Life Esports. This is Peanut's bread and butter.
Yeah.
This is what he does.
He just dives. He's like, where's the pressure point? I'm going to dive it.
You just don't get to play the game. It doesn't exist.
There's no permafrost synergy in this draft here for the side of T1 as well, so feels kind of bad as the TP's coming in.
Yeah, they're going to get the flash for Faker's TP. He was probably going to TP in there anyway. But still, a little bonus. But now the TP comes in, and guess who? It is going to be Zeka looking to fight this one. But now Peanut goes too deep. They go in way too early. As a kill already going to go over to the Zeri. Guma looking for more, but now the Hex Gate's coming in, and Zeka doing a bit of damage. Also, the Ezreal and its chase potential, they will respect it, and they will back away with the Infernal and a kill. As the push is coming in here, Owner with a nice ult that is going to hit the Alistair, though. Can Delight get away? The answer is yes. Going to trade some ults. The redemption is finished here for Keria, and will heal them back to full. There's not a big objective to fight over here, but they did want to stop the push from Hanwha Life Esports.
I mean, the turret in itself in this game state is kind of an objective. I think maybe T1 found an angle, but it's just short-lived, honestly, and now Peanut's just blocking any sort of defense here of the turret.
This is just Peanut. He just rules the Rift right now, and Guma's dead. So the battle of the carry is going to go easily over to Doran. Once again, alley-ooped by Peanut, just on a different part of the map. Yeah. One of the few times the Hextech Gate works against you, as now Faker, look at the damage, but we do have Owner here looking to try to punish, as they might just leave Delight. The collapse from T1 is pretty huge. Delight is going to flash over the wall, just to be matched by a hop from Faker, so that doesn't really work out for him. As now Doran, he's still up here. This is a massive shutdown if they do get it, and take a look at this. He's just going to be handed over to Faker eventually.
This is, by the way, a T1 Baron call, and now Hanwha Life struggling to respond.
Oh, Viper's begging them to pull off the Baron, but they're not. They're not yet. The damage is still going into the Baron, and the amount of Baron damage that they have is also huge, but now Delight is here, and Faker is out of the fight, and now the Baron is leashed for Hanwha Life Esports, as they want to stick around. T1 don't want to let it go to waste. Owner over the top, and the spike goes to Peanut anyway, as now the fight will commence. Faker in a lot of trouble. He flashes the wall. Carrier in a rough spot. Baguma with a little Zeri moment, pushing forward, looking for the kills, and Hanwha Life Esports are isolated. They get the Baron, but they will not get the fight as T1 take them down.
Absolutely worth for T1. They get those 2 kills, they start the Baron, and yes, the Baron is taken by Hanwha.
Here we go. Oh, yep, there it is, right over the wall. Owner sets it up again, and Doran gets isolated and gets taken down.
They're getting even more.
Spawns at the top side.
Yeah, I think they had a ward to see it happen, and then they just set it up beautifully. And now Delight in a bit of an issue, but Faker as well going to be isolated, taken down by the ult of Peanut, and a little bit of help from Viper. And they do take him out of the fight. We have a Drake in a minute 15, so it's not ready to go just yet.
Even though this leash is slightly here, he's just maintaining that pressure. He doesn't have TP, unfortunately, but, I mean, if they could just play this dance with T1, eventually they get it, but T1 are going to hard call now. There's the TP coming through from the Corki.
Yeah, and, you know, they get the TP, they stop the Hextech Dragon take, and T1 are grouped up as a 4-man unit at this point in time. But Hanwha Life Esports still in control. They have the mid lane push, they have the bot lane pushed out, and they have control of the map at this point in time. So they're just going to go into the mid lane and maybe look to take out this inner here, although the mid lane wave does get taken. They're still going to isolate this turret.
Yeah, and now this is the call for Hanwha Life to control this choke. Faker's half health, great true shot there. Doran?
They're going to find Doran. I mean, there's a lot of damage, and Owner gives him the thumbs up, says thank you very much, my guy. You're giving us a chance to come back in this game.
Yeah, that's a huge catch onto the Rumble. T1 up a man now. Teleport comes through from Faker. He was half health, but he can just come back here in full and push this wave. And now teleport topside coming through here from Zeus. So they're going to get control over the Baron area.
Bit of damage coming out from Faker. He's going to blast them away. And now the Zeri finds her moment. Guma just going to flash in, takes down Zeka, who had flash, but died just way too quickly. Viper gets away to separate the fight.
Yeah.
As now Delight going to be forced to ult himself, but he might still die. Yeah, he realizes it has to flash away as well. Just trying to get some vision in their own jungle, but they can't even do that. It's absolutely true. So T1, they do their job, like I was saying before, right? You take control with the Baron buff, you take the Drake away, and like you said, we're probably going to 7. This has been an excellent back and forth game of chess so far. Zeka should be able to take this down.
Yeah, Zeka, level 18, we mentioned it earlier. He's super strong right now. We'll just take this turret off the map. Well played. This is so intense.
Yep. And that poke is really what it's going to come down to. Delight finds 2, though, the front line, and the equalizer does push them back, but Redemption is up. See the healing deny into Owner, but he should have Warmogs by now.
In this fight, we'll have a little bit more Mega, depending on where he TPs to, but it's going to be hard for him to capitalize. Once right in the mid lane.
TP comes in, they're going to try to focus down Peanut here, but he also has his own Warmogs. All the tanks have Warmogs, so unless they're actually killing someone in these fights, it's not going to matter all too much.
Yeah, just getting small tempo advantages is all they can really get with this poke, and Hanwha have said, look, I've got Keeper's Verdict. I'm going to come in here and start this Baron up. Maybe the Poppy is going to be the deciding factor here.
And Owner, he doesn't have his ult, so he's just got to go in there, and there it is! The Keeper's Verdict, he is gone. Owner is not in the fight, and Hanwha Life Esports get the Baron. Now we gotta worry about the Hextech Soul.
Warmogs be damned! It's probably going to be the game-deciding fight.
It absolutely should be. Let's see who does get it. The burst onto this Soul is huge as it goes to the Poppy. Peanut gets in, and he steals it away, and now you have this Ezreal, who was owning the game, now has Hextech Soul in this one. Can do whatever he wants. And they're just looking for it. Oh, there it is. Peanut finds the flank as well as Kyria is going to be assassinated from miles away. And now they will break down the front door of T1. HLE Esports, they take everything on the map, and they will in fact take this game number 1. Unless Guma going 1v5. He's got a BT, but oh, it's not enough. Nice try, but HLE Esports will in fact win game 1.
There's your Morel and Avocad value. Down goes Guma, and down will go T1. Great game by both squads. The tenacity of T1 started the series off. We started the first game off, but you could really feel the power of HLE Esports draft at the late game points of the game, even before Hextech Soul. But the piloting of it was just so beautiful, and